Years went by, and Sarah tried to forget about her experience in the haunted house in the woods, but she couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the story. Every night, the whispers and strange noises kept bugging her, like it was telling something. This made her obsessed with finding out what had happened to the family who lived in the house and why no justice had been served. Then, Sarah discovered a shocking truth: the murdered family was related to her. She felt a personal connection to their tragedy and was determined to find out what had happened. Sarah decided to investigate the case herself, and she started by talking to the few people in the small town who remembered the tragedy. She learned that the family who lived in the house had been brutally murdered, and the case had gone cold due to a lack of evidence and witnesses. Sarah was determined to solve the case, so she started to retrace the steps of the murdered family. She went back to the house and scoured the woods for any clues. The whispers and strange noises started to get louder, as if it is trying to lead her to something. And that's when she stumbled upon a hidden basement beneath the house. The basement was filled with artifacts and old documents that seemed to be related to the murder case. Sarah dug deeper and found a diary belonging to the murdered family's matriarch. The diary revealed a dark secret that the family had been hiding, and Sarah realized that the murderer was still out there, free and unpunished. Sarah was horrified, but she was also more determined than ever to bring the murderer to justice. She went to the police with her findings, but they were skeptical and told her to leave the case alone. But Sarah wouldn't give up. She continued to investigate on her own, and finally found the key piece of evidence that linked the murderer to the crime. With her evidence in hand, Sarah went to the police and finally convinced them to reopen the case. The murderer was caught and brought to trial, and justice was finally served for the murdered family. Sarah was hailed as a hero, and her name went down in the town's history as the one who solved the case and put the killer behind bars. Moral of the story: this reminds us that the past can haunt us in unexpected ways, and that the truth can be difficult to face. Sometimes, the secrets and darkness that we hide within ourselves and in our past can manifest into terrifying ghosts that keep us from moving forward. Only by confronting these ghosts and seeking the truth can we hope to find closure and peace. And perhaps the most important lesson is that justice may be slow in coming, but it is never too late to fight for what is right and bring the guilty to justice.